Today I'm going to show you how to install this new version of the sport button. I'm going to show you guys how to install it right here, in this area right here. The sport button, like my other videos, when you press it, it will show up sport mode on the cluster. You can see my other videos, the benefits of using the sport button. In this sport button right here, it's a nicer one, it's black framed, and when you press the button, it lights up like an orange. Same color as the cluster and all the colors, so it'll be really nice. Once you press it, it'll light up orange. It'll mean it's on, the sport will show up. And I'm going to show you guys how to take apart this center console piece to get to the back right here to install this cable I make. Now, to take apart this whole cluster here, I have another video, so check that video out. I'll put the link on there right in this area. To get started, you have to take off the steering wheel knob. The steering wheel knob, just be very careful. It's gotta pull it up. Just don't put your face up here, because there's been times where people will hit themselves. Stay far back and just kind of get a good grip and pull it up, and it'll just come right off. This button right here, the iDrive knob, also just pops right off. Just pops up. Okay, this part, what I like to do is just pinch the boot here and just pinch it up. And it comes off too. This part just slides off too. Okay. Now you're gonna need a size 20 Torx screw. Take out the screw. There's two screws right here. Oop, try not to do that. One here, one here. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's because I did it before. You have to unplug these right here. I had already unplugged them. So when you take out this piece, you're gonna want to unplug this one from here, and this one from here, and these just like this one, it just comes right off. It just snaps right off. It just pops out. The same as this one. This one's right here, and it just snaps off. I had already taken it apart, so I forgot to put them on to do it. And then this plastic piece is held on by a few like push rod screws, like pressure. You can use a trim remover to help you lift up this part, and with your fingers, you just kind of start lifting it up, and then you'll see it. You hear it pop out of place, and there we go. And there's also a button here for the menu button. This one, you can push this up and disconnect the button right here, and that's how you take this part off. Now you're gonna want to take this part off. I had already taken out the back screws here just because it's a little bit trickier, so I didn't want to waste too much time in the video. What I use to get to these screws, you can either use one of these that flex in like this, so you can reach it better, the screws here. Or if you have one of those really miniature, low profile ratchets, you can do it that way. I didn't have one, so I just used one of these where I could bend it and get around this area here. It worked out fine. So let's go ahead and just take out these right here. Okay, and pretend that we have to take these off too. Now slide this out, and there's little notches here where this is in place, so make sure you don't just pull it out, to kind of tilt it and kind of slide it out. And make sure to disconnect the these are the power lines for the 12 volt. You gotta pinch them, and then it comes out. You gotta pinch these right here. It's kind of easy to come out, and then pulls out. So now we have all the access here to run the cable. This is the, let me see, get my cable. This is the cable right here. I had already labeled. I'll label it better if you were to purchase one off of me. I'll have it better labels. I just did this real quick. Let me disconnect these. Alright. Now to run it through, it's pretty simple. You just kind of have to just run it through here. Run it underneath here. Okay. And what I like to do is just kind of from underneath here. Oh, get down. You want to just kind of throw it up here, and you have to kind of reach for it with your fingers. There's a huge open spot right here where you can run all the lines to. There you go. And you can just start nicely, just tuck these here behind these things so you can have access to right here. And that's it. That's all it really takes to run the wire. And then you just got to connect it here. I have another video that shows details how to do this real quick. I'll just do it. Okay, I already have these labeled. I'll have them better labeled. So this one right here is going to go to the 8, which is right here. This one's going to go to 9, which is right here. And this one's going to go to number 10. You'll hear it click in place when you can hear it click, nice and secure. Put that back. Plug it in. Now this white wire is actually my auxiliary cable. You can watch my other videos on how to install an auxiliary jack on this unit here. And this is the ground that we're going to use for the LED. And you can ground it right here, works just fine. And once it's all done, you should there you go. I'll show you. There's no sport. I turn on the sport, it shows up. And also it's kind of light out, but you can see how it lights up. Turn it off, the light's off. Turn it on, lights on, sports on, lights off, sports off. Really neat, really cool, looks very nice. Matches the color of the interior. I don't have anything connected right now, so I can't get a good comparison, so I will do one later. But as you can see, very simple to install, very clean. And in a second, I'm going to show you guys how to drill it so we can place this button right here in this area. Nice little sleek, clean looking spot. Okay. Now that you have the cable ready, now what we want to do is we want to drill the hole here. First, you want to outline where you want to drill the hole. I'm gonna put mine like right about right here. It's right in the middle. It's not too off to the side, and you don't want to go too far in here because you want to make sure you have enough clearance so the button doesn't hit anything. So I mean, you only got one chance to make that cut, so I'd rather play it safe and put it somewhere like around here where I know there's plenty of clearance. There's nothing that's gonna get in the way. So I think the best spot would be here, right there. As you can see, I already have my outline. So, all right, let's go. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna drill the hole out. Okay, now that we have it outlined, I put a little right in the center, and what I'm gonna do is with the smallest drill bit I have, I'm just gonna put a little drill a little hole in the center, just so as a guide, because we're gonna be using this 3/4 drill, and I don't want it turning to the side and ruining the center. So if I drill a little hole in the middle, this will easier to guide it down the middle. So I'm just gonna drill a little tiny hole right in the middle. And then I'm gonna get my 3/4 one to do the bigger hole. And just get rid of all the burr. And there you go. Perfect clean hole, perfect fit, snug. And from the back, you just have to screw it on. Make sure it's nice and tight. Perfect. Now let's go install this. Okay, now that we have the button installed, very clean looking, nice spot, perfect. Now we have to test fit it, make sure that we have enough clearance. We should have, from when I measured it, we have the perfect clearance. Perfect. Didn't touch nothing, fits perfect and snug. Now we can connect everything. I have these labeled, so I know exactly where to put these. Oops. And you want to connect these back. everything snaps back in place. The steering shifter here, what you want to do to get it back in there, line it up and give it a nice hit. It's on there nice, and then we can start the car. Turn it on, lights up, sport mode is on. Turns off, sport mode is off. Once again, you can turn it on, it shows up the sport mode, lights up so you know it's on. Turn it off, turns off. Very nice, looks very clean. Matches the same color. Well, we can't tell now, but you can see this one and this one, same color. It will match perfectly with the interior. Any questions, comment below. If you're interested in the cable, I have my email address below. I'm going to start making and selling these. Thanks for looking, guys, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and thanks. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Alright, now that it's night and dark, I want to show you guys how this looks like in the dark. Alright, so right now you can see, maybe you can't see it, but the button's right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the sport mode. It's on. You can see how the LED, the ring, matches perfectly with the colors of the interior of the E60. It's on. Sport mode is on. Turn it off. Button's off.